What is up, guys? Today's video I want to talk about Turbo and why I continue to be bullish on this coin despite the past couple of weeks of performance, right? It's been a little bit lackluster, but before I talk about Turbo and where I see it heading in both the short term and the long term, I want to zoom out a little bit and show you guys what's happening in the total market right now. Crypto is all about money flow. Where is the money flowing at the current moment? And right now, a majority of the money is still flowing into Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has yet to reach 100K. It's yet to make its peak. Bitcoin dominance is still high. We recently saw a rebound in Bitcoin dominance, so it's still making new all-time highs. A lot of your altcoins are still underperforming relative to Bitcoin. We've seen this money start trickling down to Solana, right? Solana is performing very well right now, as well as the Solana ecosystem coins, especially your Solana meme coins. And we've also seen this money trickle into what I like to call large dino cap coins, right? Or large cap dino coins, rather. There's a lot of terms for these, right? A lot of people say these are your retail coins. A lot of people say these are your normie coins. These are the coins that you can buy on Robinhood, that you can buy on Coinbase very easily. These are all top 50 market cap coins. And it's coins like these right now that are getting a lot of the attention, right? You're seeing something like Cardano, something like XRP that haven't moved in a very long time start getting that retail attention. And that is really good because that shows that there is more interest now in your altcoins, and eventually that money is going to trickle down into the Ethereum ecosystem. Right now, Ethereum is lagging behind the rest of your altcoins, right? Solana is taking a lot of the money. Large dino caps are taking a lot of the money. Ethereum is getting left behind a little bit, and this happens every single cycle. Every single cycle, Ethereum is kind of the last altcoin or last ecosystem to really get that massive inflow of money. And when the Ethereum ecosystem does get that inflow of money, a lot of the coins tied to Ethereum, such as Turbo and Pepe, right, the two of the largest meme coins tied to Ethereum, as well as the base ecosystem, things like Brett, Alien Base, Degen, these are all going to perform exponentially better when Ethereum finally starts getting traction. So this chart is very important. This is the Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance ratio. And you can see Ethereum relative to Bitcoin right now is at its lowest point basically since the start of the bull run last cycle, right? Ethereum right now is at a very, very low point relative to Bitcoin, but this is bound to turn around and flip anytime soon. As you can see, Ethereum always lags behind, but then eventually it has a massive pump in its dominance. And this exact same thing is going to happen this cycle as well. We've been really struggling. Ethereum has been struggling basically since the peak of last bull run relative to Bitcoin. But eventually the tides are going to turn and you're going to see a pump in Ethereum as well. And this is going to bring all of those other altcoins that are tied to Ethereum, all those other meme coins, as well as the entire base ecosystem along with it. Now, another chart that is a great indicator of altcoin season as well as when you should take profits is going to be this others chart. Now, this chart basically shows the total crypto dominance minus the top 10 coins, right? So minus Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, go down the list, minus those top 10 coins. And right now it's still sitting pretty low at about 10%, right? When this number eventually hits this yellow line, so anywhere in that 15 to 16 cent range, that's kind of where we hit that all-time high last cycle, a little bit below it. That is a safe area, in my opinion, to take profits. And I believe with the amount of altcoins we currently have in the market, right, the number of altcoins right now in 2025 is much more than we had in 2022. So I actually expect this dominance percentage to actually be higher than the one we had in 2022. But this yellow line is a good safe area to take profit, in my opinion. Now, with that context, let's take a look at Turbo, right? Turbo is, like I said, it's a top Ethereum meme coin. It's, I believe, a top 15 to 20 total meme coin right now in terms of the total meme coin market cap, right? So it's sitting in that top 15, top 20 ranking spots. And there's a lot of things going for Turbo right now. In terms of exchange listings, Turbo has a ton of tier 1 exchange listings, and it very well could get a Coinbase listing soon. Turbo right now is basically just missing that Coinbase listing. It already has Binance, it already has Crypto.com, and Turbo has all of what it takes to get a Coinbase listing. It's 100% community driven, it has a fixed supply of 69 billion. All of those coins are already circulating, so there's not going to be future inflation. Has a lot of holders, it's fairly launched, no VC involvement. This coin has what it takes to get those big listings, and it's been proven, right? Binance, Crypto.com, Gate.io, MEXC, BitGet, OKX, all of the top tier 1 exchanges other than Coinbase and Robinhood, of course, have already listed Turbo. Now, a Coinbase catalyst is coming, in my opinion, because the futures of Turbo are already listed on Coinbase, so that's another really great sign. Now, what are the other bullish narratives for Turbo? Well, Turbo falls into this AI plus meme coin narrative. It was the first AI meme coin, right? A meme coin completely created using ChatGPT. And this narrative, I believe, is a very unique narrative to this cycle. We didn't have this narrative in last cycle. So I believe these AI meme coins, and there's quite a few of them, but Turbo is one of the largest market cap ones. I believe this narrative will play extremely well into 2025. And Turbo is one of the top coins for that narrative. Now, low cost per coin, right? And what do I mean by low cost per coin? Well, Turbo right now is sitting at 0.007, right? So 2 zeros. And usually coins that are extremely low price, so think about something like Doge, think about something like Sheeb, which has like 4 or 5 zeros. Those coins play into buyer psychology. What do I mean by that? Well, when a buyer sees a coin that has 10 zeros or 5 zeros, 3 zeros, whatever, they're going to think that they're getting in at a good price because they don't understand market cap. So when they see a coin like Turbo with 2 zeros and a 7, they're going to think, hey, Turbo can probably hit $1 this cycle, right? $1 is still pretty cheap, and right now it's at 2 zeros. So I think this coin can do 100x, and they're going to buy into this coin because they see this coin as very cheap just from a psychological standpoint. Now, beyond that, Turbo also has a very strong community and very strong influencers. And with these tier 1 exchanges and with the Coinbase listing catalyst, I think Turbo is the perfect storm for a top meme coin this cycle. Now, before I jump into my price predictions, let's actually take a look at the Turbo chart and see where Turbo is going in the short term. Taking a look at the chart of Turbo, you guys can see this chart looks absolutely beautiful, right? We've made higher highs and higher lows every single time. Every single time we have a massive pump, we make higher highs, and then we go down, reconsolidate, and make higher lows than before. Same thing happened here. We hit an all-time high of 0.013, and then we have now retraced back into that low 0.007 range. So we've retraced about 50%, and back in the pump in May, we retraced about 70%. So these retracements are very common for Turbo. Turbo has a history of pumping extremely hard and then retracing pretty hard as well. But whenever it does retrace, it creates good support zones, and right now it is creating a support zone around that 0.007 area. Can I see it dipping a little bit further back down to the bottom of the support zone? So that's going to be about that 0.006 area. Yes, I definitely think Turbo could hit that area. That lines up with these resistance zones as well as this resistance zone. So yes, I could see Turbo possibly retracing back to that 0.006 if Bitcoin continues going on a dip. But I must say, the future is still extremely bright for Turbo. If we just take a look and do a quick fib retracement from the swing high to the swing low, I believe the next leg up will land us anywhere from this 1.618 to this 2.618 golden zone. So that's going to be anywhere from 0.017 to just over 2 cents. That's going to be the next leg up, in my opinion, and that could very well happen before the end of the year, right? Turbo has a history of taking a few months or at least a few weeks to consolidate and then create its base, establish its base, and then pump right after that. And right now, it's already been basically a month since that last all-time high. So give it a few more weeks, and I could very well see Turbo make another leg up into this range. Let me just outline it really quick. So that's the range I'm targeting for the next leg up, and I could very well see it happening before the end of the year. Now, with all of that in mind, what is my price prediction for Turbo? I believe anything in this green area, so 4 billion to 13 billion, is very possible. So anywhere from a 6-cent Turbo to a 20-cent Turbo. That's basically a 9x to 28x, I think, is still very possible for Turbo. Even if it doesn't get a Coinbase listing, I still think it can hit somewhere in this green range, maybe in this lower green range, so about 6 to 11 cents. But if that Coinbase listing happens, and if we get a lot more hype into this AI meme coin space, which I think will happen, then we have the possibility of seeing this yellow zone. Now, a 20 billion market cap Turbo, that might sound crazy, but because meme coins right now are so popular, and because a lot of money is going to be flowing into the Ethereum ecosystem, I can definitely see this happening if we get that Coinbase listing. 50 billion, that's a little bit of a moonshot, but still very possible. So that would be 31 cent to 78 cent, 44x to 111x. All of these numbers are possible, but most likely somewhere in this green area is a pretty safe bet in my opinion. So that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And just as a side note, I did open this Patreon very recently. We still have membership tiers open in this whale tier. And yeah, there's a lot coming soon. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one.